What's up, YouTube? It's Sellout Scott, and today we're going to be reacting to unfair hate on Bronny James. I honestly do feel like he gets unfair hate and ignore this red bar. You know how sometimes you click on a video, you don't even watch it, and it goes red. I didn't watch it, maybe like 10 seconds to get to it.
Who are some of the guys that you look at around the NBA in roles and you say, okay,
I
like
can't
those
hear
are guys
nothing.
that I
Hold
would
on.
respect?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Guys like Davion Mitchell, Drew Holiday, um, Derek White, just to name a few. Like, just the guys that everyone's heard this before. I just want to, have people know my name is Bronny James, and not being, identified as just LeBron James' son.
Well, first off, he averaged
See, there we go. Pretty much, he's already saying, like, in my head, he's pretty much saying, stop trying to give me fucking super sarcasm. None of those comparisons he said were superstars. They're just good players. They're not superstars. He never said, I wanted to be a superstar. Well, he might want to be a superstar, but he never said that he was one. He never said that he was going to be one. I don't know why everybody's acting like, oh, he's just going to flop, man. He's just going to stop comparing him to LeBron and just look at him. I know it's impossible for people to do, to not compare to somebody who's in the GOAT conversation every time. I know it's impossible, right? But just try to look at him as an individual. His name definitely doesn't help him, so just people just have to compare somebody to something godly. And if you don't live up to it, oh, you're just garbage and you don't belong in NBA. You're G League level at best. Man, just shut up and watch him play. He has not played one NBA minute. It's funny, he's not played one NBA minute. Actually, know what's even funnier? None of us have played one NBA minute, but we could already tell, oh, he's G League level, oh, he's college level. Man, shut the fuck up and let him play. Like, goddamn, everything. You know everybody who's a bust. If you ever tried to predict that somebody was going to be a bust and they weren't, automatically your opinion is irrelevant. Because you could do the same thing to Bronny, and it could be the opposite. Now, sure, the opposite could happen. You predicted he'll be a bust and he'll be a bust. Sure, but at the same time, if you predicted someone to be a bust and the opposite happened, just shut the fuck up. You you damn near already proven that you don't know how to judge NBA talent. Now, is that ironic coming from me? Yeah, sure. But I don't think he'll be a bust. I think he'll average around literally those players that he compared himself to. Davion Mitchell, maybe a Patrick Beverly, Drew Holiday, things like that. If he's lucky, maybe he might reach Rondo potential with a 3-point shot. Who fucking knows? You're not in the NBA. You're not a fucking scout. Stop trying to say, "Oh, he's G League level" or anything like that. I don't know. I feel like people are just saying that because of hate. Oh, he's not ready and shit like that. Why is he not ready? He did everything great in the combine. Not oh, I guess he was supposed to drop a 30-point triple double. People would have still said he's not. Oh no, they would have said he was a ball hog. He he can't. Bronny can't win. He literally can't fucking win.
4 points a game on a bad team in a so-so conference as a freshman.
Like he can't even have a fucking heart attack. He has a heart attack. Oh, he dropped 4 points. He did this. He didn't do that. Like can't even have a fucking heart attack. Like seriously.
He's not ready for the NBA. I mean, let's call it like we see it.
Bronny James, son of the second greatest player in NBA history.
Right.
To many fans, though, he's nepotism personified. I mean, he gets so much hate, and he's not even played in an NBA game.
Literally.
I mean, you would have thought he was Patrick Beverly throwing a ball at a fan with the amount of online hate that I see about this kid. He's gone through real adversity. Heart attack is no joke. And to play real minutes at a USC is impressive. That's a very good college program. It's not like he was at some random junior college we all had a Wikipedia. He was at a real school, playing good defense. Yeah, he was shooting toward dates a lot. But I do think a lot of this had to do with the fact that he was ramping up from such a bad thing as a heart attack. You're not
That is something. You go get a heart attack, come back and try to get 20, 30 points, 25 and 5. I want to see somebody do that. College. get a heart attack, and start dropping 20 points. Go do it. I want to see it happen.
Not just going to be 100%, game 6. And I do think it's a little bit of a psychological thing too. When you almost face death, he has the courage to play. He easily could have not. He could have shut it down and just declared for the draft without ever even suiting up. But he didn't. He played not well.
On a slightly different note, though, I do wonder what caused the heart attack. After this video, I'll probably look it up to see if I can see. But I do wonder what caused. It's crazy how he could have a heart attack and people will still hate on him. Like, like he literally can't fucking win.
But he did. And of course he was going to declare for the NBA draft. But he has picked a very admirable lane to not chase the LeBron James King. They're asking what kind of player he wants to be. He's not saying his dad. He's not saying, Kevin Durant or Jason Tatum or Kawhi Leonard, Steph Curry or whatever. He is saying Davion Mitchell, Drew Holiday, and Derek White. 3 people that are respected across the league. None of them are stars. They're really, really good role players. The kind of player everybody would want on their team. That does the little things. That defends. That hits clutch shots. That sets picks. All of that. They're not chasing the glory. And so when Bronny said that, I really, really respected him for it. Because that was a great answer. And from the amount of, game film I've watched of this kid, to me, saying those sort of point guards, that's a pretty good compare. I mean, they are probably his ceiling. But they're also people that I think any, basketball player trying to make it should emulate. Yeah, there'll be footage of LeBron and Savannah James sitting courtside watching him, and naturally it'll tick off people. It's like the coach's son. Nobody likes the coach's son, right? He usually sucks. He should be in right field, but he's playing shortstop. And I think because of all the coverage they're giving, to do with LeBron James, because ESPN is borderline obsessed with him, fans are taking that anger out on his son, who's done absolutely nothing wrong. It's not like he skipped the combine, pulled some Caleb Williams type thing and said, you saw my film. He's shown up, and he's done a really good job. He very well could be a first-round pick. All of this playing together stuff is LeBron James saying that. But nobody's really asking Bronny. To me, he's just quietly going through, the workouts, doing all the right things. So personally, I'm really pulling for him. I hope he has an incredible NBA career. I mean, he certainly beats MJ's sons. One of them's failure in college basketball, and then he's dating his teammate's ex-wife.
God.
Bronny James is doing nothing wrong except being LeBron James's son. He's a good kid. I think he's gonna have a good career, and we all gotta see. Yeah, it can be frustrating sometimes when, a complete unknown type talent's getting all this coverage. But let's be real. Nobody knows anything about this year's draft picks. It's probably the worst draft class I can remember. Like, ever.
Literally, the only guy I can remember is that dude in college. Actually, I don't know his name. The only thing I know that I think he's always on the thumbnails, like screaming and shit, like, I think he's wearing a white jersey. You probably know who I'm talking about. I don't know the dude's name. I don't know. I really don't keep up with draft classes unless it's like, somebody properly coming in. A Zion, LaMelo, shit like that. Wemby. If it's not breaking the internet, I don't fucking care. Literally, if it doesn't break the internet, I'm not watching the draft. Actually, I don't watch drafts. I watch. You get the point.
The one with like Victor Oladipo is pretty bad too. But I feel like every 5 years you have a trash, draft class.
Right.
And welcome to 2024 because we've arrived at the trash draft class. There's nobody else to talk about. Do you care about anybody? Anybody from
Hell no.
college basketball? I don't.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. Dude, him, number 15. I'm pretty sure it was him. I'm glad he showed him. Think it's him, number 15. Other than that, he's probably gonna go number 1, and I don't know about anybody the fuck else. I don't know, bro.
So of course they have to market something, and so haters gonna hate, of course. It's the internet.
That is true. Hey man, if they don't hate, you're not great. So just know that.
The cesspool where everybody's at their worst because they're hidden behind their phone. But personally, I think that people should root for LeBron James Jr. Not to play with his dad, but to be his own type of player.
Yeah, I actually did like this video. I'm gonna like it, bro. We'll be uploading this as soon as possible, but yep, I pretty much with you, you know. Now, one thing I will say is, like they said, I'm pretty sure Gil's Arena said this. If this was, if Bronny had a different name, wasn't LeBron James' son, let's say he was Keith Harrington, they probably say he was a gem. I really agree with that. They probably be all over him. So that's pretty much it. If you guys like the video, subscribe if you want no pressure, and I'll see y'all sellouts on the next one.